We have Gamer, we have Yakulus, we have Edmond and Robbie and Mantuvek and Mardante and Hetzer. Hello. I hope the weather is good in Spain, Hetzer. Is this really live? Yes, it's live. It's truly live. It's incredibly live. It's like I wasn't here where I'm sitting like 30 seconds ago. And it's so live and so new and so improvised that I still don't have the list of things I have to chat about today. But I'll make sure that I don't miss anything in the meantime. So hello everyone, it's great to see you. We're 1 week away from the release of Battlesector Necrons. Here it is, the list of things. But before we talk about Battlesector, I wanted to let you know about something really cool that's just happened this week, which is the release of Panzer Corps 2 on Game Pass. We have been hiding this for a long time for two main reasons. One is that we didn't know when it was going to happen. And the second reason is that we were still struggling to get the game to work on the platform, which is interesting. You know, every time we release a game on a new platform, it's a bit of a challenge because, you know, there's a lot of technical difficulties that we have to face. So, you know, Panzer Corps is now out on Game Pass. We're pretty amazed by, you know, the how many people play the game so far. Remember that Panzer Corps 2 is actually the #1 most played game of every day of our entire catalog. So take all the games we've got, you know, the average gamers or players per day on Panzer Corps is the highest we've got in average, of course. You know, there's ups and downs because of releases and DLCs and such. But you know, having that game release on Game Pass, you know, it's a war game. I think it's the first like proper hex-based war game that we are having on Game Pass, and it's great. So I think this is the tournament. You just go back to the Panzer Corps screenshots that we were preparing. There's going to be a lot of you know, get to know each other with Stefano, and we're reassessing a lot of things. So we're going to experiment a lot with tea time in the next few weeks. So stick with us and make sure that you give us some comments. Anything I'm looking forward to Strategic Command American Civil War. Gamer, thank you. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Panzer Corps 2 on Game Pass. Thank you, Hetzer, for posting the link there. It's great that we've got the game to release on Game Pass, and we're very happy about so far about the numbers, which is absolutely fantastic. What? Mordante what? Panzer Corps 2 is my, although I'm planning a fair Battlesector later. I know, Edmond, I know you're like, you can play Panzer Corps at any difficulty level, and that doesn't scare you at all. We should make an Edmond difficulty level for Panzer Corps. That would make it even more interesting. Is Necrons releasing on console on the 21st as well? That's a good question, Mutant Meteor. Well, talk about Battlesector. We have the release of Necrons on the 21st on all platforms. It's going to happen on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And I'm making sure that I have all the questions. This is Panzer Corps, Stefano, so just move to the next one, which was Panzer Corps, Battlesector. So the Battlesector release is planned for the 21st. One thing I wanted to say, which is very, very important, we had a stream of the Necrons last week with Edmund. We sort of showed you how the Necrons work and how cool they are. This week, after tea time, Edmond is going to show you a new mode for the game, which is called Planetary Supremacy. It's a new game mode that we are basically launching on the side of Necrons. It's going to be part of the main game, so it's a free update. It's the game is basically creating dynamic campaigns. It's a really cool way of expanding the main game into something that has more replay value, and you'll have that as a cool bonus for the release of Necrons. Thanks for resubscribing, Librarian. We are going to showcase this mode after the tea time. Edmund is ready to amaze you with some pretty cool stuff. And we are also going to release this. When I think if you followed the development of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, you know that when we release a DLC or a major DLC, there's always something new going on top of the main game. New features, new modes, stuff that makes the game better. And we've been, Black Lab Games is popular developer for actually delivering, continuous updates to the games that improve the game massively as we go. So it's the number one objective we've got with Panzer, with Battlesector, to make sure that you guys come back to the game and experience new things. The new dynamic campaign is a hex-based. You're going to see it later, but it's a hex-based, mode that generates, skirmish battles as you go, and it's got there's a nice strategy layer on top of it, and it works really, really well. So stick with us. After this, Edmund is going to amaze you with this. What is the Necrons DLC price? We don't say anything about prices prior to release, but I think you can guess what the DLC price is, and it's not going to be something that stuns you for being too dear or too cheap anyway. Yeah, so as I said, we're on top of it. I've got my notes here and a reminder that the game will be receiving the Battlesector franchise will have a Reddit AMA on the PC Gaming subreddit on April 20th, or the day before release, at 9 AM. So CET, and of course you can ask anything to the developers, and we'll be there to monitor your questions and maybe pick some up for later as well. But that's going to be a nice way to interact with the development team and let them know what you think about the game, and also ask questions about what's coming in the future and so on. So it is going to be, we may even answer them. That's totally up to us, Shards. So we're not going to promise any answer at all. Any plan for co-op on Battlesector, dynamic campaign or modes? Constant Warfare, we've got lots of plans for Battlesector. As I said, Battlesector just launched basically. For us, it's a baby game. We are going to, as you probably know, with what we've done with Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, for Panzer Corps, for Gladius, we're going on with more and more updates and new stuff that we're adding to the game as we go. What we're focusing on is really what people ask for. So make sure that you are vocal about your requests about the game, because they are more likely to get into the game at some point. And yes, great to see the release on all platforms on the same day. This doesn't go as smooth as we want usually, meaning that I think the PlayStation version had to be approved by Sony by midnight yesterday, and we just made it for by 1 minute or something. It was pretty rushed, but we managed to make it, so that's really cool. All right, so that was for Battlesector. As a reminder, we'll unlock the game on the 21st for PC on the 21st, Thursday on the 21st around 3 p.m. UK time. So by the time we go live with the next tea time, the game is going to be live and available on Steam with a lot of lot more surprises, a lot more stuff that goes with the DLC launch. So expect this to be a pretty major event for us. More Army Painter. That's one that's been requested quite a lot as well. We are also receiving a lot of course, requests for news or new factions. There's requests for more multiplayer modes. There's a lot of stuff that the guys are working on. And to be honest, the Black Lab is listening a lot to all this feedback, and some stuff is easy, some stuff is easier, some stuff is much harder to implement, and sometimes you don't know. I mean, sometimes I sort of suggest stuff internally for development teams, and the feedback is this is not going to be possible, whilst I thought it was just going to be very easy. So programming and making games is not as straightforward as one may think sometimes. Ciao Bruno! Ciao Bruno! Thank you for joining us. It's good. I hope that you're fine. We're doing fine without you here. Everything works. Nothing was rushed. Nothing was last minute. So don't worry about us. We're good. We're good. But it's good that you came on to say hello, and I hope you're doing well. Bella Brembo dates. Okay, so let's move on to Strategic Command American Civil War. This was announced last week whilst I was on holiday. I switched off completely, so I don't know what happened. I actually came back from holiday, and nothing, no one, was ejected from the company or anything. So I think everything went well. Strategic Command Civil War is the latest in the Strategic Command series that we have announced last week. The game is now, we've got a beta subscription open for the game. This is a game that we have, we've been sort of monitoring for a long time, and you guys have been asking for more Strategic Command games. So I hope that you recognize that that's something that we listen to. The cool thing about the American Civil War is that there's not many strategic level games out there, war games out there about the subject, and so we're pretty excited about this one. The game is going to include 6 campaigns. We have the basically from 61 to 64, and then more like specific campaigns during the period of the war. Remember that if you want to become a beta tester of the game, you have to subscribe on the matrixgames.com/beta link that maybe someone can put in the. That's already there. Thank you, Roberto. We also have opened. You can also subscribe to the official Discord server, and this is one that Roberto is very proud of. Roberto, you have to think this. So, and Roberto is a member of the team. He's Italian, but he lives in Spain, and his big thing is Discord. So everything happens on Discord. The world is on Discord, and nothing that what happens outside of Discord actually happens in real life. So, if you want to talk to Roberto, go on any of the Discord channels, like any, and in 15 seconds he'll spot that you've asked something to him, and he'll get back to you. So he's always got big projects about Discord channels. Hubert and Bill do a great job. Yes, they do a great job. Actually, this DLC has been developed by actually coming out of a mod, and a super refined. Now Hubert and Bill are working on it as well. But this is a game that comes out of a mod, and that's one of the things that I'm really proud of from the community in general, is that a lot of the content we end up having as DLCs or new games and such come from very competent modders. I mean, think about Kerensky doing the Panzer Corps DLCs, Kresimir, many others, and they are all coming from the modding community, and they become actual contributors to the success of the games, both through the mods and through actually commercial releases. So it's great to see that this vibrant community is actually deliver on above and beyond what they are doing as a hobby sometimes, and so kudos to the modding community, and we are going to do more in the future to make sure that the modding community has their spot, and make sure that they are praised enough. So watch out. I mean, on this Twitch channel, something's coming very soon. So about modding, I won't say anything anymore because otherwise somebody will kill me. Will there be anything about Terran Command today? I could say yes, so that you can stick around until the end, but I don't think there's any plan for Terran Command. Actually, I'm gonna say something about Terran Command towards the end of the stream, but it's not related to actual news about the game. It's related to, of course, to our upcoming Home of Wargamers event. Any news about combat mission titles? Yes, combat mission titles. I'm coming to medieval in a second, Mordante. Combat mission titles, we have Normandy in the works, but before we release Normandy, we're going to finish up all the multiplayer and PBM system, and that's what Battlefront is working on right now. Right, so on more news, Mordante Medieval, we have... What can I say? Actually, I don't know what I can say. There is a new DLC for Field of Glory 2 Medieval coming out this quarter. What can I say more than this? There's a lot happening on Medieval, actually. There's a lot of emails going. So if you want, I can send you some of the emails we've been sharing with secret plans, but I'll have to kill you after that. So let me know what you prefer. Anything on Master of Magic? Again, yes, talking about that during Home of Wargamers, but there's more information to come. Valorant Victory. Stalingrad has a new tournament up for sign up. If you can pop up the tournaments page on the web, Stefano, I think that would help, so we can browse through the tournaments that are currently available. If you kill me, I can't buy anything. That's true. That's true. Let's do one thing. Just give us a couple of 100,000 now, and then I kill you later. So the only open tournament, as I said, was Valorant Victory. You can still subscribe to that. It's a 3 rounds. I think it's a 3 rounds tournament. Yes, with based on the Stalingrad DLC. And there's more to come. If you can go up a bit on the page, there's still the Panzer Corps 2 Championship going on. There's the 2 Field of Glory tournaments going on as well, and the Order of Battle game is in the first round right now, and it's a private one, and it's testing a lot of stuff, and it's pretty cool what's happening there. I've been following it, so. Check out the tournament page. I mean, we're going to put more tournaments on in the near future, of course, for the release of Battlesector Necrons. Some more tournaments are coming. Right, so of course, just one more information. Sales-wise, on the Matrix and the Slitherine sites, we've got an Easter sale coming. It's a different type of sale, so it's we've done an Easter egg hunt for you guys. You've just basically got to chase for coupons. It's a nice way for doing a bit more, helping you discover the site in a way, and also make a different type of promotion. So you've got like codes that are hidden within the site and the social media channel. So if you follow us there, you'll have many more opportunities to find out about the promo. Now, some of the promos, some of the discounts are available to a limited number of people. There's 10% discounts, 20%, 30% discounts. There's a lot of different opportunities, so you can enjoy that and make sure that you find you spend some time on the site as well. There's a Bunnycode. Did I already talk about Panzer Corps? Yes, we did. That was the opening. What you want to know about Panzer Corps? I can answer any question about Panzer Corps. Any question I know the answer of course. I'm gonna watch the 10 Commandments on Sunday. Headquarters. Headquarters. News about headquarters. Hard to say. The development's going on pretty steadily, although we've got, like, of course, some issues about where the developers are located, as you might know. We have the more news about headquarters are going to be probably in a couple of 3 months time before we get to the point where we can actually release more information about this game. But yeah, development's going on. As you know, it's the game's built on Unreal, so it's great. I mean, we can showcase a lot of stuff, but next time we want to actually showcase proper gameplay. So it's something that we need sort of to make sure that we have a vertical slice that works before we actually show it to you. The game looks like a nice sequel to Battle Academy. Not really. The headquarters almost started as an idea as a sequel to Battle Academy, but we really wanted to make something that was more story driven, approachable, and like leverage on the super high quality graphics and such that would appeal to sort of a slightly wider audience, whilst Battle Academy is its own thing that is a bit more in depth and reminiscent of classic board games, World War II board games, and there might be some more Battle Academy stuff in the future, but Headquarters is sort of departing from that slightly, I would say, at least in terms of core gameplay loop. Broken Arrow progressing, definitely. We've got more builds. Well, I've actually delivered the build last week or the week before. There's more stuff being added to the game. As I said many times before, this is a game where basically it's the first game for this developer, so every major feature we add is it's a lot of iterations, because everything they do it for the first time, so it's kind of a slower process, but the ambition is really to get something that really is the top-notch reference in the genre. So we're going to keep you posted on that as well. Slitherine store is in need of a revamp, or the Slit store. Is that the Slitherine store or the Slit store? Crop drug, because we've got discussions about both internally. So I'd like to know what are you talking about exactly right now. But if you're talking about the Slit store, the currency stream related store, agree. We're going to look into that, and we're going to reassess the games that are included. We definitely want to do that. Yeah, so exactly. So that's something we're looking into, and we are going to update it in the coming weeks. That's definitely something we have our eyes on, and we are aware that it's not. It can be massively improved, or at least given a bit of a lift up. All right. Sorry, facelift. In terms of more news, I just wanted to, on top of, just before I get to Home of Wargamers, what can I say now? So basically, Panzer Corps 2 released on a Windows Store. I just said that. Next week is Necrons on the 21st of April. We've got, as I said, a Field of Glory 2 medieval expansion coming out in Q2. There's Panzer Corps 2 Axis Operation 1943 coming out in Q2, And there's of course Starship Troopers confirmed for June 16th, and that makes it a pretty interesting quarter for us, and there's more to come as well. Home of Wargamers. So Home of Wargamers Live is happening on the 10th of May. It's just under a month away. We're building a different setup in terms of, if you watched the previous Home of Wargamers Live events, we've got this animated logo. If you can show it to everyone. So the event is going to happen on the 10th. It's going to be slightly shorter. I think the previous ones were 4 hours. This one is going to be 3 hours. Do you have the animated logo, Stefano? Yeah. This is the animated logo we're doing, and then we've got like an image that gives you the detail of when it's going to happen. So May 10th, live from Venice. We're traveling a bit this time. As I said, the event is going to be slightly shorter, 3 hours. It's going to be set up in a different way. There's going to be less games, but more focus on each game. We are planning for sure to have Master of Magic full showcase, the Starship Troopers full showcase, and some unannounced games as well. There will be Stargate as well, and more news about existing franchises. So Panzer Core news will be, unannounced stuff will happen. Distant Worlds unannounced stuff will happen, and there's a couple of unannounced games also we are going to showcase for the first time. One of which will be fully showcased, in a proper session. The other one is just going to be an announcement and a few words. So in a 3 hours long live event, we're going to show you a lot of stuff with all live people, meaning that hopefully everyone will be in the same room when we don't have to sort of connect from other places. Shards will be there as well. The producers hopefully will have a live audience as well. So it's hopefully going to be something that's a bit warmer and try to involve everyone out there. There's going to be much more interaction with the chat, with you guys out there, and so mark the day, the May the 10th in the afternoon. It's a Tuesday afternoon. Make sure that you're there. We'll be in Venice to show you our forthcoming games. Any hints at the two games? Yes, hints at the two games. One we have teased before, and the other one some of you expect it to be announced. Is this enough? Horses, chariots, death, taxes, can you think anything really? But so yes, this is kind of the hints I can give you, but not Armored Brigade 2. No, sorry. Anyway, this is the I guess the end of it. I think that wanted to give you a quick update on what is happening. So next week, so after this, we've got the showcase of the dynamic campaign mode, planetary supremacy mode for Battlesector, live from Oslo. We have next week we've got the release of Necrons, and we're also giving you a lot more information about what's happening at Home of Wargamers. Hopefully we'll have more. Sanctus Reach 2 could be cool. Interesting. It's an interesting one. I didn't expect this to come out. as a suggestion. But so anyway, thank you for following us, guys. I have been, you know, this was of course a new wave, a new series of tea times. So we're going to make sure we, you know, we work on it and we improve, and we are on top of our feedback. So make sure that you give us the feedback we want, both here on the YouTube comments after the video's been uploaded and everywhere else. And I will see you next week on Thursday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.